What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Beside FC channel. I'm Nia Martin. I hope you're all doing great. So Pochettino has finally been announced earlier today. Mauricio Pochettino was announced as a Chelsea manager. He wasn't. They announced him as a head coach, not a manager. So they're two different things. Basically, the head coach handles everything on the pitch, handles the players' performances, manages the players on the pitch, and everything that has to do with the players on the pitch. And then the manager handles that, in addition to has decisions in terms of maybe player transfers, has decisions in terms of player contract negotiations and all that. Like, the manager has a wider range, like a more administrative kind of role, in addition with being a head coach as well. So yeah, so he was announced as a new head coach. We know how the season has been. The season has been a very difficult one, and we need some stability. We need somebody like Pochettino, somebody who has handled big name players before, somebody who has been at a big team, somebody who has gotten success with big team, big personalities at the club to steer the ship. You need to have somebody who can steer the boat to successes, and we want that to happen for us. I'm excited to see what he offers for Chelsea. I'm hoping that he does well. I'm really hoping that he does well. I'm looking forward to it. The only problem I had with him was the Spurs attachment, the fact that he has been at Spurs before. I didn't like that about him. He has been at Spurs before, he has coached Spurs before, but it seems like he's been professional. Let's see. Now, most managers aren't really tied down to a particular club. That was the only problem I had with Pochettino, but it doesn't really matter. I like the guy. As long as he's going to get us results, I'm going to support him 100%. So yeah, so let's see what's the announcement actually was, and then talk a little bit about what Pochettino offers. I'm not a technical person, so I'm not going to go deep to the tactics. I remember how he was at Spurs, and I remember how he was at PSG as well. So just going to go off that, nothing technical. So first, let's see the announcement that was put up on the Chelsea website. So it reads, Mauricio Pochettino to become Chelsea head coach. See what I said? Head coach. They worded the head coach. They didn't say manager or new manager. Chelsea Football Club is pleased to confirm Mauricio Pochettino will become head coach of the men's team from the beginning of the 2023-2024 season. The Argentine will begin his new role on 1st July 2023 on a 2-year contract with the club option of a further year. So he's going to be here for 2 years. Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley, Chelsea sporting directors, said Mauricio's experience, standards of excellence, leadership qualities, and character will serve Chelsea Football Club well as we move forward. He's a winning coach who has worked at the highest levels in multiple leagues and languages. His ethos, tactical approach, and commitment to development all made him the exceptional candidate. Owners Todboli Begdad Egbali, Jose E. Feliciano, Mark Walter, and Hans-Jörg Weiss added, the sporting team conducted a diligent and thoughtful process that the board is proud of. We are delighted that Mauricio will be joining Chelsea. Mauricio is a world-class coach with an outstanding track record. We are all looking forward to having him on board. Pochettino is a coach renowned for his side's high energy and eye-catching style, and he has built a reputation for helping young players realize their full potential within a strong squad ethos. Very, very important. This part is very, very, very important, and we'll talk more about it. The 51-year-old has several. I didn't even know he was 51. I for some reason I still thought he was 40 or he was in his 40s, because he was in his 40s around when he was at Tottenham, and for some reason I still see him like that. 51-year-old has several seasons of Premier League experience in addition to coaching in Spain and France. He was most recently in charge at Paris Saint-Germain and guided the club to Ligue 1 and Ligue 1 title and the Coupe de France. Mauricio's staff will include Jesus Perez, Miguel D'Agostino, Tony Jimenez, and Sebastiano Pochettino. Welcome to Chelsea, Mauricio. So that is the full statement from Chelsea, and yes, he is confirmed now. I said it in the previous video that Fabrizio Romano has already confirmed this long ago. He said there was a verbal agreement, and then before the game against Newcastle, he also confirmed that he has signed. So this is confirmation that he has signed, and he's supposed to start on 1st July. So I'm sure we'll start getting more press, more videos from him, and maybe more interviews after 1st July when he officially starts wearing Chelsea colors with his initials. So all those things, we'll see them very soon. And there's certain things I want to talk about in with regards to what Pochettino offers to Chelsea. So firstly, I want us to talk about his play style. And Pochettino's play style is mainly offensive. We all know that it's offensive. Like his teams are very, very quick on offense. They're very, very quick in counters. They are very, very good. They're very, very good in stringing passes too as well. They are like quick passes, not delayed passes, one touch passes, and from the back to the front, the build-up play has always been very, very good. And he also likes keepers who can build up play from the back to the front. He did that with Lloris at Spurs, and I'm sure if he comes and we have Kepa and Mendy, I know Mendy is going to leave. I don't know whether Kepa is going to leave. Kepa is going to be around, but out of the two, he's definitely going to pick Kepa because Kepa is better at playing out from the back than Mendy. So yeah, his play style is very, very offensive, very, very offensive. But with that attacking quality that we have, we need somebody like that. We need somebody who can take full advantage of Madueke, Modric, Sterling, Chukwuemeka, like these fast players that we have, Datro Fofana, these fast players that we have, take advantage of their pace and their abilities because they are very good. They're also very, very skillful. These players that I mentioned, they are very skillful too on the ball. So we need somebody who can unleash their potential. And not only that they play on the offense, they also interchange positions a lot, especially his attacking three. Sometimes he goes to an attacking three, sometimes he goes to an attacking two. We've seen that happen before. Sometimes he goes to a lone striker, but he mainly plays on the offense and they mix a lot. I remember when he was at PSG, when he was playing, Inter was playing with PSG, when he was playing with Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi, they often rotated. They rotated a lot. They weren't fixed to one position. Sometimes you see Neymar out wide, sometimes you see him in the middle, and you see Mbappe out wide, sometimes you see in the middle. Same with Messi, all around the pitch. And yes, we don't have that quality of players yet, but we have players who have the potential of getting there one day. We have the players who have the potential of getting to a Neymar, to a Mbappe, Messi. I don't know about that, but we have players with that quality, and I know he can be able to mold them. He can be able to fix them in the style that he's popularly known for, and which is exciting. It's very, very exciting. He has this kind of exciting play. It's very nice when you're watching his team play because they don't really waste time on the ball. It's the one touch passes is what I love about his game, and I hope he instills that in the club. He instills that into the players too as well. Yeah, so the passing is very, very intelligent. So the passing is very, very intelligent too as well, which is good. Like I've said, the one touch passing, like they're passing with purpose. They're not just passing to it, the player that is available. It's like they have worked in training. They know what to do. They know where exactly the players are. So when they are building from the back, it's very, very quick. There are some goals that come into mind when it was at PSG, when it was at Spurs, where there was a quick transition from defense to attack, and it was very swift, and it ended up in a goal. And it happened many times when it was at Spurs, many times when it was at PSG. Granted, the PSG had immense talent, but we have talent too at Chelsea, so we are going to benefit a lot from that system as long as our players are able to adapt to it quickly, or are able to adapt to it well. And the good thing is that now he'll have a preseason to be able to instill his system before the season starts. So that also is a positive. And then another thing to also want to talk about is his development style, his development of players, his development of young players. He has worked with young players at Spurs, he has worked with young players at PSG as well, and he has been able to develop them to their fullest. I think the most popular one who comes to mind is Dele Alli. What he did Dele Alli at Spurs was fantastic. Like Dele Alli was a world-class player, like a potential world-class player. Some commentators were even calling him world-class. One of the goals he was scoring at Spurs was just fantastic. And when he left, you could see that his development came down. I don't know whether it's as a result of Dele Alli not maintaining the level that Pochettino took him to, or maybe his attitude wasn't the best, or whatever it is. But you could see a clear difference in the way he molded him. He did the same with Son, he did the same with Kane. They were also in the earlier stages of their careers, and he really molded them into players that they are now. And I'm hoping that he does the same with us too as well. Even when you go to PSG, he did that with Mbappe. I know Mbappe was already kind of like an almost made product, an almost finished product. But Pochettino's guidance also helped him a lot in his development, and I can really see that when it comes to Chelsea. I can really see that happening with Madueke and Modric in particular. I'm really hoping that he's able to mold them, he's able to develop them so that they can reach their full potential. We know that they are potential world-class players, and we know that with a good manager, with an experienced manager, with a manager that's handled players of that level before and been successful with handling players of that level before, he will be able to do the same with our players too as well. I'm just hoping that everything goes well. And yes, it's easy for me to sit here and say that this is what he offers, that's what he offers. But at the same time, if the players are really not willing to accept his philosophy, are not willing to accept his guidance, he can't really guide them. And from the things I've heard, I listened to Matt Law on the London's Blue podcast, and he was talking about some of the regiment, some of the things that he did when he was at Spurs. He had a very good relationship with the players, like a very personal relationship with the players. Like they could talk to him about issues that they were facing and stuff like that, like kind of like a fatherly senior brother relationship with the players, which is good. It makes the players very comfortable, so they can easily accept your philosophy too as well. And he has like different connections too as well with the people at the club and stuff. He's generally a friendly guy, so that also helps. And I'm hoping that yes, it translates well to Chelsea too as well. Spurs that are known for not winning, he was able to take them to the Champions League final, and he has brought them also close, I think 2 times, to winning the Premier League too as well. And yes, remember the season where Hazard denied them from winning the Premier League, Hazard's equalizer in the Battle of the Bridge. Hopefully he does well with us, and I know he's going to win something at Chelsea. I'm hoping that next season, because we are focusing more on the domestic side, we should be able to challenge on all fronts: the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that he does that. And again, with the talent that we have, the attacking talent that we have, his style of play is going to fit in very well. With Madueke, I'm really looking forward to what he does with Madueke and Modric. I'm just looking forward to it. There's just one thing that they need unlocked, and it's goals. Even the whole squad, we need to start scoring goals. We create a lot of chances and we don't score goals. And I'm hoping that when he comes, he'll be able to develop the players. He'll be able to develop the attackers that we have, or even the whole team. Just teach them how to score goals, because everybody misses in our squad. Everybody misses. So it's something that has to change. It's something they have to have an eye for goal. Their feet has to relearn how to score goals. They have to be able to have a poacher's instinct. All our attackers, anytime they're on the ball, boom, goal scored. That's what we need to see. That is what we need to see at the club. And I really believe that Pochettino will do it. He's also worked with very big personality, so he's able to handle a team like ours. And unlike Graham Potter or Lampard, who hasn't really had big experience with other teams. Yes, Lampard managed Chelsea and he played with big personalities, and he managed big personalities when he was at Chelsea the first time, but he hasn't really handled big personalities in the terms of how Pochettino did at PSG. So that is also another thing that I'm really looking forward to: how he handles the team, how he motivates them, how he instills a winning mentality in them, like he's done in other teams where he's been in. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing that too as well. So, yeah, these are some of the things that I'm hoping that he adds to the club. Like I said, nothing technical from me, because I'm not really a tactics kind of person, but this is what I noticed about Pochettino, and I'm excited to see him do in Chelsea too as well. So yeah, welcome to Chelsea, Pochettino. Excited to see what you offer to the club. I know a lot of Chelsea fans too are also excited to see what he offers. It's refreshing to have a manager of his caliber after all the disastrous appointments that we've had in this season. So what I'm also hoping for is that we have some level of stability with this man. I don't want it to be like a fire and sack issue where there will be small issue and then he's fired. I don't want it to be like that. Let's give him at least one season. I know it's not something that is difficult to ask, but let's give him at least one season to instill his mentality, to be able to really mold these players very well and instill his playing style into the team, so that we start winning again. We start winning again. We start being successful again. We don't have to finish 11th, 12th on the table anymore. We have to be in top 3. We have to be in top 2. We have to be at number 1, 2 as well. So let me know what you think about his appointment in the comment section down below. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Give this video a like too as well if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And yeah, welcome, Poch. I'll see you all in the next one. So until then, stay safe.